Hey guys, Thomas Duffy, account executive at Walser Chrysler Jeep Dodge, better known as King of Jeep. Today we are looking at the all-new Jeep Gladiator. Specifically, we are looking at the Rubicon trim level. This is the most off-road capable that we offer. Also is the best in class for tow capability as well as off-road capability. If you guys want to come around to the front, you'll notice it takes a lot of styling cues from our newly redesigned Jeep Wrangler. Still have the 7-slot grille, just a little wider slots, allows for better airflow, which gives it more tow capability. Again, another best in class that this has is its tow capability, over 7,000 pounds. Down here, you'll notice the aggressive steel bumpers, which allow for a winch to be put in the middle. You will also notice under the hood still has that same 3.6 liter V6 Pentastar engine, an award-winning engine. Great if you are just driving from A to B, or if you want to take this off-roading, see what this thing is capable of. Also around here, you're going to notice that the Rubicon comes with the upgraded Fox suspension that is paired with the heavy-duty Dana 44 axles, a little more aggressive tire, and the Rubicon specific rim. As I mentioned, we are looking at the Rubicon trim level. This is the most off-road trim that we offer. If you don't need this much capability, we do have a Sport as well as an Overland. Still great vehicles, same look. You will, though, with the Rubicon, get the rock rails on the bottom. That is going to give you off-road protection when you are off-roading and seeing what this thing can do. Now, if you want to take a look at the inside of the vehicle, it does have the Rubicon stitching on the seats. Comes with the Uconnect 8.4 screen. Then it does have some off-road switches that we will take a look at later. Now, if you guys want to take a look at the second row here, very spacious second row. You can carry a couple buddies in this. You'll also notice that the top as well as the doors are removable if you do want to enjoy, a nice summer day. On top of that, we have a fold-up second row. More storage options under here if you do need that. Passengers in the rear also have their window controls along with plenty of power options in the rear for whatever they happen to be charging. It does have the speaker system in the roll cage, so if you do take off the top, you are not taking away your capability to use your radio. Now to what is most unique about this Jeep. It is actually a truck. Along with that, we have the easy drop-down tailgate paired with a 5-foot bed, so you're able to carry most items that you're going to want to carry, darn near crew cab length bed on a full-size truck. Also has, if you notice, a 3-prong 115 volt outlet in the back if you did want to connect something while you are hanging out or camping in this thing. Also does have the spray and bed liner, so you're not going to need to take care of that once you buy the vehicle. It does come with the rail system along with plenty of other tie-down options for whatever you're going to be carrying. Also does come with a sliding rear window. Looking down here, we do have the 17-inch specific Rubicon rims. You'll also notice the Fox shocks that we talked about earlier. Super off-road capable vehicle. Up here, you'll notice that it still does have a few safety features. Comes with the blind spot monitoring as an option. Also keyless entry and go, which is nice. And then if you want to take a look at the steering wheel, it does have your adaptive cruise control. Now that we're on the inside of the Gladiator, you will notice up front, it is identical to the newly redesigned Wrangler. We are in the Rubicon, so you'll have your extra off-road features down here, like your locking differentials, your off-road capability, your disconnecting sway bar. Now, if you want to go with a Sport or an Overland, they won't have that, but they are off-road capable in their own right. Starting up here, we will have your home link so that it's connect to any type of garage door opener, automatic rear view dimming mirror, along with your assist and SOS buttons. Below that is your Uconnect 8.4N screen that gives you the navigation. Also gives you the capability to turn the vehicle into a Wi-Fi hotspot, and the vehicle user guide, that's just a manual that is attached to the screen. In the off-road pages here, you are going to notice some features of the vehicle that are important when you're off-roading. For example, we have our drivetrain page that's going to show you, are you in 2 high, 4 high, or are you in 4 low? It's going to show you if your axles are locked or unlocked and which axle is locked or unlocked. You can see if your sway bar is connected up here, and then what is your steering angle. Down here, you're going to have your accessory gauges. Also important things to know if you are off-roading and want to make sure the vehicle's running properly. And below that, you do have your pitch and roll. Again, only necessary in an off-road vehicle, which is why you see it in the Gladiator as well as the Wrangler. Back here, we have your media if you do want to listen to the radio or XM radio. On top of that, you can pair something through Bluetooth, USB auxiliary cords, or if you want, you can utilize that Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, visually stream your phone screen to here. Next to that, we have our climate controls, as well as our heated seats, heated steering wheel, and pretty cool feature is your backup camera. So you can be parked or moving forward, still see what's behind you, just make sure you're still on the trail or the path that you're trying to follow. Next to that, just make sure you saw all the apps that this allows. You have your projection manager for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Activate services that allows you to actually download a phone app that can help control the vehicle. Off-road pages, any type of notification, and then if you are stuck, you have that SOS button. And just in case you are staying on asphalt, we do have navigation built into the vehicle, so you're not going to need to utilize your phone for any type of directions. Below that, we do have our dual climate control, along with the creature comforts of the heated seats, heated steering wheel. You can mute your radio if need be. Along with that, you can deactivate the engine start-stop if it's not a feature you're a fan of. Turn off that electronic stability control, parking sensors, get down to the basics of what the vehicle is. Below that, as we mentioned earlier, we have our window controls on the inside of the vehicle because we can take the doors off. We have our media connections as well as power options. We are able to lock our axles here, be it the front and rear or rear only, disconnecting sway bar, and then we have our auxiliary switches to the right of that if you did want to connect, say, a winch, light bar, snow plow, something like that. Here we have our gear shift for the automatic transmission. If you do want to go manual, option on all trim levels. Then next to that, this is how you're going to put this thing into four-wheel drive, high or low. Now onto the steering wheel, we do have our standard cruise control. This one happens to have the adaptive cruise control. If you do just want to set a distance you want to be away from the vehicle in front of you, the car will speed up and slow down based off of that. We have our voice control for the system, as well as our phone right here. And then the D-pad is going to control the screen. It's going to be things like our speedometer, our vehicle health info, like our tire pressure sensors, our battery voltage, oil life. Then a pretty cool feature is we do also have the off-road pages up here if you really need to pay attention to what's in front of you and you don't want to have to use the screen to our right to control that. Again, we are in the all-new 2020 Gladiator, best in class for a lot of features, things like tow capability, off-road capability. So if you're in the market or thinking about a light-duty truck, you should definitely come on in, take one of these out on the road, see how awesome they drive. Any questions or want to set up a test drive, feel free to give me, Thomas Duffy, a shot at Walser, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Hopkins, Minnesota.